Nobita went grocery shopping with his mom that day. The bags in her hands were too heavy, so Nobita offered to help carry them. After all, it was Mother's Day. Nobita felt it was only right to help his mom with some tasks. Seeing how considerate Nobita was, Mom instantly felt very happy. On their way home, they happened to pass by a butcher shop. The owner enthusiastically introduced a fresh batch of beef that had just arrived that day. Hearing this, Nobita started drooling. Mom also really wanted to buy some for Nobita to eat, but it cost 5,000 yen per 100 grams. It was really expensive. Mom murmurs softly that it's a bit pricey. Seeing his mother's troubled expression, Nobita seems to understand something. Just then, they encounter Tsuneyo's family. Tsuneyo's mom cheerfully comes over to greet them. Nobita notices they've bought a lot of beef. Tsuneyo explains they're having a steak party today. Altogether, they've bought 10 kilograms of beef. Nobita's mom was startled upon hearing this. Tsuneyo's mom explained these were quite affordable. Tsuneyo then pulled out a promotional flyer to show Nobita. Turns out today was a Mother's Day sale, and the prices were indeed much cheaper than usual. As they left, Tsuneyo remarked how convenient it was to drive for shopping. Seeing Tsuneyo's family's luxury car, Nobita felt deeply envious, but seeing his mother's expression made him envy her even more. After catching his mother's glance, Nobita suddenly had an idea. Back home, he immediately asked Doraemon for a car. Doraemon gave him a helpless look. "I can get you a car," he said, "but do you have a garage? You don't have a driver's license either. And what about gas?" Nobita could only sigh and give up. Just then, an advertisement fell out of his pocket. Doraemon called out for him to wait. When Nobita turned around, he was on the verge of tears. After figuring out what happened, Doraemon pulled a car badge out of his pocket. Then he stuck it onto the marker pen. In the blink of an eye, the pen transformed into a car. To his surprise, the car actually worked. Doraemon explained to him, as long as an item has the word car on it, it can be turned into a vehicle. They drove the car to the stairwell. As they descended, the car suddenly spun out of control. The balloon car. Startled, he scrambled to escape, but the car rolled right over him. Soon after, the two arrived at Shizuka's house. Shizuka pulled out a party popper. Nobita spotted letters needed for a car emblem. Without hesitation, he transformed the emblem into a miniature car. But this vehicle looked rather unreliable. Doraemon seemed hesitant. Nobita assured him it would be fine. No problem at all. He then pulled Doraemon straight up. Nobita handled the steering surprisingly well, but Doraemon felt uneasy. The rope below looked dangerously precarious. As they rounded a bend, the cord suddenly tangled around a nearby railing, jerking the entire vehicle to a halt. The celebratory cannon instantly exploded overhead, sending streamers flying through the air. Doraemon warned him, "Not everything can be turned into a car. Don't you fear getting run over if you keep this up?" Nobita insisted they had to find a proper car, so he could take his mom shopping in the next town over. Doraemon didn't argue much. They went to Jian's house to borrow items with the letter C in them. Though everything he pulled out was old, many fit the criteria. They picked a worn-out shoe. Nobita thanked Jian. Jian shrugged it off. After all, it was Mother's Day. The two were surprised to find Jian was such a warm-hearted guy. They then stuck the badge onto the shoes, and the shoes instantly transformed into a four-wheeled car. It was the coolest vehicle he'd ever seen. Just as Jian was about to toss out some unused junk, the sole suddenly cracked open. Before anyone could react, all the junk spilled out from underneath. Seeing this mess, Jian felt a bit embarrassed. He admitted the shoes were indeed too old. He'd searched for ages without finding suitable items. Nobita asked Doraemon what to do. If they couldn't find anything, Mother's Day would be over soon. Just then, someone handed over a bouquet of carnations. Turns out the florist was giving away holiday flowers for everyone to give to their mothers. Nobita and Doraemon were both thrilled. Then they noticed the word car written on the carnation. The two immediately came up with a brilliant idea. Soon they were driving right back to their doorstep. Mom was a bit stunned when she saw the car. Nobita insisted she hop in for a test drive. To their surprise, the car performed quite well. They arrived safely at their destination. At the store, Nobita let his mom pick out whatever she wanted. By dusk, the three of them finally returned home with a full load. On the way back, Mom thought to herself, though this car is a bit strange, it's actually quite fun to drive. The scent of flowers along the way felt so cozy. Mom happily announced, "Today is Mother's Day. I'm making a super steak dinner to reward my two sons properly."